In this digital banking environment, finding a sustainable way of doing business is becoming a key consideration for many businesses and becoming an integral part of corporate culture. Mayank Mishra, Global Head of Digital Channels, Treasury and Trade Solutions. Hi Mayank, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for having me.
So what role does the financial sector play in helping clients to move towards a more sustainable way of operating?
Financial sector and banks in particular have a very important role to play in sustainability of environment. And I'll just give you an example of the business that I'm in, which is the TTS business, the Treasury and Trade Solutions, where we are on a constant war against paper. We have a very well articulated strategy. And overall, I think our approach is to ensure that everything that we do is towards a digital first strategy. So the way we do it is we look at the entire client life cycle and look at every aspect of it and remove paper and digitize that life cycle. So when it comes to onboarding of a client or onboarding of a user or entity, we are now pushing for onboarding through electronic signatures and electronic mandates. When it comes to transactions, information and statements, we are looking more machine to machine traffic coming in, right? So 70% of our business flows are machine to machine. Not only it does help, in terms of sustainability and, removing or reducing paper, it actually drives a lot of efficiency for our clients.
And how important is sustainability now to corporate culture? Is it something that staff are actively looking for in their employers?
Yes, absolutely. Great question. So sustainability is actually very, very important for corporate culture. We talked about the fact that everybody has to become more conscious about the environment itself. We have to leave a good future for the future generations. But I think what we are also looking at is the fact that this sustainability drives a lot of costs down for us as well as for our clients, right? Similarly, I think sustainability brings in a level of transparency, which is great from the perspective of security, from the perspective of auditability. So I'm a huge believer. The business that I'm in is actually a huge believer. So I think this is the way to go.
And how can digital technology play a role in this?
So digital technology is actually the catalyst to the sustainability. So if you look at the alternatives, right? How do we reduce paper? The alternative is the digital engagement. So again, as I previously said, the engagement towards onboarding, engagement towards transactions or information, they are done through digital mediums. And what it does is, the pandemic has taught us that digital is actually the only way to engage. And not only the digital savvy clients who are savvy users, but even the digital laggards are now onboarding onto digital medium more effectively. What it does for them is it gives them an access to banking 24/7, location independent, convenient. But at the same time, I think it makes the flows very transparent. So the regulators like it because they get full visibility, full auditability of the financial flows. So it's good for customers, it's good for regulators, and I think it's definitely good for the bank itself.
That's great, Mayank. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you for having me.